Hello, welcome to the preface of the new course of ICAT 3220, Modern Wireless Communications and Applications. In this preface session, I am going to explain or to introduce the course and also the requirements to pass the course. And also we will see the general contents of this course. I am Mohammed Al-Musrati, Professor of Telecommunication, Automation and Smart Systems at University of Vaasa. So actually, we know all that wireless communication become like essential part in our life, starting from our mobile phones up to the Wi-Fi, and beyond that, you can perform too many daily life requirements based on your mobile phone. For example, for your banking, for some like governmental issues that you need to register or to access some service. Nowadays, it has the ability to pay with your mobile phone, and of course, beside the famous social applications or social media applications like Facebook and Instagram and others, it becomes also source for our news, for our real and virtual life. So not this is only on the personal aspect, but also from the like industrial and governmental applications. There are a lot of applications. Right now, we are talking about machine-to-machine communication, Internet of Things, and how the wireless communication will be part of the smart systems, smart cities. Actually, countless number of applications are now already using the wireless communication, and it is expected that the applications will be accelerated during the coming decades. And in this course, we are going to cover like some general aspects of wireless communication and in general in telecommunication, and we start from very basic level until we cover some like important aspects in telecommunication, like the fifth generation and fourth generation of mobile phones, and also this short range like Bluetooth, Zigbee, and their applications, IoT, cloud computing, and edges, and many other topics that you will see and you will follow in this course. This course actually consists of 8 parts, starting from part 1, fundamentals of telecommunication, part 2, digital communication, part 3, wireless channels, and part 4, performance and requirements of wireless communication. Part 5, modern modulation techniques. Part 6 is short and medium range wireless technologies. In part 7, we will see cellular networks and wide area networks in general. And part 8, emerging technologies and future applications. So before I introduce the evaluation, let us go to the on the page, the course page on Moodle. Okay, let me stop sharing this one, and let me share the Moodle page. Yes. So now you can see here, this is the course page on Moodle. So you access the Moodle at University of Vaasa, then you search for modern wireless communications and applications for 2021. And there is access code. It is shown here. It is 3220. So you put the access code, and then you can register in this Moodle page. You will find here in Moodle that the introduction to the course, and is this course reasonable for you, and then the major parts covered in this course, and the course style. Actually, that's what I want now to to introduce to you is the course style. The course is based on what is known as flipped learning. And flipped learning has been like adopted at University of Vaasa and many universities around the world during for the remote education or remote learning process. So the idea of flipped learning is that the teacher record the lecture, and the student should watch the lecture before the class. So this is the reason that comes flipped learning. So usually in conventional learning, that the students come to the class and then they follow the lecture, like either like face to face or online, and after that we go to the at home, for example, they can solve exercises or homework or whatever. But in the flipped learning, it is now the reverse direction. So the students are starting by looking to the lecture online, and there is many benefits of that actually, because when you watch the lecture online, it means that you can repeat if something is not clear, and you can watch it at your time, at your free time, or at your best time that you want to watch the lecture. So then once you watch the lecture, and then when you come to the online session, because we will have in this course there is 24 hours distributed over 12 lecture. So it means that we will have 12 online sessions. Okay, and in this 12 online session, for every session, when you come, you should have already, or you should had watched the lecture before or understudied before you come to the online session. What we will do in the online session, actually, it will be around 1 hour, and within this 1 hour, the first 1 hour, it will be like a review of the lecture. I will review with you the lecture itself, but I am not going to repeat the lecture, but just review and concentrating on the most important part of that lecture. This might take maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depends on the lecture. And also I open the time for you to ask. So it is expected that you have many questions when you watch the lecture before you come to the online session. So any question that you have, you just write it down, and when you come to the online session, you ask your questions. And during this, I can answer your questions, and also we can have common discussion. It is also possible that we have like a group discussion. So it is possible also to make this breakout rooms in the Zoom, so we can divide the students like every 5 students together, and I distribute some task among the groups, so they can also discuss to each other. And these things can be within the first about 1 hour. And after that, the quiz is open. So there will be quiz about the lecture that you had seen before you come to the online session. So, and actually part of the quizzes can be also, I might, during the online session, I might also like emphasize or highlight at some points, but those will be in the quiz. So for those who attended the online session, they will get benefit of that. And then there will be the quiz. The quiz, usually the time of the quiz is between 30 minutes up to about 50 minutes. All the quizzes in this course will be based on MCQ or some calculations, some basic calculations actually. Okay, and every online session there will be a quiz. Okay, and during the time of the quiz, actually the opening time of the quiz will be during the online session, but the closing time, because I know that some of you, they came from work, they are working, and we know that working is up to 4 o'clock, so the time can be up to 5 or 5:30. You can find, it depends on when the quiz is open. But once you open the quiz, it will take only the allowed time. For example, you open the quiz at 4 o'clock, then it will be closed at, for example, 4:50, if the time of the quiz is 50 minutes. If you open the quiz at 11:30, it will be closed at 12:20 if it is 50 minutes, and so on. So keep this in mind. For those who cannot attend the quizzes, actually this is the way that to pass the course. But in case that for very serious reason that you are not able to attend the online quizzes, then of course it is possible to arrange like one exam. But remember that the exam usually is much more difficult than the quizzes. The quizzes is usually based on multiple choices questions. There are some calculations, but not all. But the exam usually will be based on like problems and calculations. So I totally like suggest or advise that you attend the online quizzes to pass the course. Don't rely that much on the exam. In the model, you can see here that we have part one, for example, fundamentals, and you can see this is the outlines of part one. You can see the learning outcomes when you attend part one, and then part one is divided into lectures actually. So there's for example lecture one, part one. There's two lectures in part one. So the lecture one, which will start at 18th of October. So because actually this is the first one, so I bought only one clip from the recorded videos. So here about 30 minutes only. So you can watch only 30 minutes for the first lecture. So I didn't want to give you a lot of long tasks in the first lecture. So it is only 30 minutes. You can see here that there's a quiz one. So quiz one will be opened actually on the same day of the lecture on the online session at 11:30. Okay, and it will close at in the same day at 5. So the first lecture is on 18th at 10:15, as you can see here. In lecture two, which will be on 20th of October. So there are three clips that you should, video clips, you should watch before you come to the lecture, and then there's a quiz two and so on. All these clips are available on my YouTube channel. So, but just once you click any of them, it will be opened the presentation for you. Actually, I have not like edited those videos, so there might be some like discontinuity or some very few like mistakes, or because I didn't have time actually to edit each video. However, that it will be good that if you send me your feedback about the video, if you noticed any like mistake or any like long silent period or something, so it is good that you send me a feedback about it, and you can only mention the video clip, where it happened, and also the time. So I can because in next stage I will edit those videos and try to clean them. Okay, so this is the way that how we will proceed in this course. You can see that this is lecture two. Then we have part two. Part two is concepts of digital communication. What are the outlines of part two? The learning outcomes of part two. And then part two is consisting of also with in two lectures, or distributed in two lectures. So you can see here, this is the material that you can download, the material of part two. And then lecture three consists of these three parts or three clips, and also lecture four. Actually, there is some like differences between the clips. So you can find some clips or some lectures only 50 minutes. Okay, and some lectures it can be a little bit larger, so it can be 120 minutes or 116 minutes. So there are some differences between the lectures. However, that the total number of hours in this or of videos in this course is less than the total number. So because the total number, we have 24 academic hour, which means that about 18 like actual hours, 18 actual hours of lectures. In this course, you will find about 17 or 16 total hours. So we are, from the load point of view, it is reasonable for this course. Okay. Yeah, so this is the main issues here. So we will follow flipped learning. There will be like quizzes in each online session, and the lecture will cover wide area as we can see during this course that a lot of material will be given without going in depth in any of them. So in the same time, we didn't cover the material in a superficial way. So we try to trade off, to compromise between the contents and also the depth of each topic. For example, digital communication itself, it can be distributed in several courses. Me myself, I was teaching digital communication and advanced telecommunication theory at University of Vaasa. It can be like more than both of them can be more than 60 hours of lectures in one topic in this course. But here we didn't want to go in the details of mathematical derivations or going in details of design concepts. And however, that we try to give overview, so you will know what is the module and wise communication about, and also the technologies around this module and wise communication and digital communication. Thank you very much, and see you in the first lecture. Thank you.